I want to welcome everyone again to Investigate's Voice of Architecture, and joining us today is the renowned architect Mona Hussein. Hi, and thank you very much for joining us today.
Hi, how are you? I'm
very good. I want to begin by asking you, how do you see the pandemic COVID-19 affecting your business?
The pandemic COVID-19 affected our business in a positive manner, because we have realized that we have a system, we're an organized and conscientious team, and that allowed us for the past 4 months to work from home to deliver our design packages to clients and to keep the company going. We are still working at a 50% level of employees, and very soon we will go back to the normal 100%. But it had showed us a lot of characteristics that are positive in the team and the team leaders and the juniors and the seniors. So I'm very happy with the results.
Okay. And did it affect the architecture trends today?
Of course. Architecture trends every now and then sway between the client's experiences. And when there was a rush for villas, maybe over 20 years ago, people were fulfilling their dreams of huge villas and spaces and gardens. And then after the experience, they realized that it's too big for them, and a lot of wasted space, a lot of energy and effort in maintaining, a lot of expenses in the maintaining. So people, and with of course the revolution, people started going back to apartments and stuff like that. But with the corona, I think it has leveled out and made us more of a balanced human beings in terms of our thoughts and dreams. That it's nice to have not a very small space and not a very large space, a medium size. It's nice to also build your life and your leisure and your happiness around the family. And you can also do part of your work while you are at home. You don't have to go down every single day to do it. And it has made us make full use of all the spaces in the home for the everyday living, rather than keeping the best space for the guests, including the expense of designing and furnishing it, yet using it 10% of the time. The effect, I think, was positive in also the common sense of the human being.
Yeah. What about commercial or administrative buildings? Are they going to downsize the space?
Definitely. I think the idea of working from home sometime is going to be part of the system of companies, and that will affect downsizing of the space.
Okay. And as your firm takes on big projects and small projects, how do you see the demand nowadays? Are you receiving projects that are more individual, that are more personal, or are you receiving more? Are there projects by developers?
No, there's still project by developers. I think it will go on and keep on, because we are over 100 million. The demand is there, and the criteria of the clientele is different. The ones that want big spaces, want medium and small. So I think Egypt is a big country that will allow the variation to continue. Maybe the percentages can differ, but it will still be there.
And what are the favorite, what type of projects would you like to be working on more? Do you prefer the personal, individualistic ones, or the big mega projects?
There is no really preference of the kind of project. It's the quality of the project. When you have an input, when you upgrade what is being presented to you in terms of design and quality, and you take it to a different turn. That is what is very pleasing, you know. So it is the satisfaction of creating, regardless of the type or the size.
Okay. And what are the new dynamics when it comes to designing or building commercial or administrative products today?
Commercial?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the new dynamics for the commercial projects is how to incorporate a diverse and revolving team. It should fit because some of the team might not be working from the office. They can work some of the days while the others. So how the office can be a communal space that is being used by the whole team to fulfill the job that needs to be done. But it is not, as before, the stagnant space that everybody is allocated. This will affect the commercial, like the office spaces. But as for developers and villas and these commercial projects, I think they will continue to exist as is, but the division, the interior division of the spaces will take into consideration the home office, the little gym. You don't have to have a room with very expensive and high-tech equipment. You can have a zone where you can retreat to and do your yoga or a bit of stretching and work with the YouTube exercising. So the designs are being more flexible and are allowing home, like open kitchens more. You can have a hard kitchen, but you can still have an open kitchen for the family to enjoy together. So all these considerations are being taken into account in the new architectural design.
And where does sustainability come into play? Are we moving toward more sustainable projects, or are we far away from that stage in Egypt?
We are moving towards that because designing the project and the finishing and the time process is quite large, and the expense is very high, from the cost of materials to the thinking. So this process of 1 or 2 or 3 years, not everybody now is willing to go through it, especially the expense. So everybody's thinking of, many people are thinking what they have, and this is what we are promoting, how to make it a livable space for a long time as possible, that you enjoy it, and not to think of moving and going to something else, but really being more satisfied with what you have, and that requires a lot of good thinking from the beginning. طبعا sustainability is forcing itself on our way of thinking in terms of design and the purchase of materials, because homes, the process طبعا is a very consuming process, and it has become extremely expensive. Going through that, you don't want to have to change that in the near future. All the materials, the layouts, the plans, the fixtures that you choose, you want to make sure that they're going to be sustainable, they're going to live long with you for years and years, and without having to change them.
Okay. And what are the projects that you have now in the pipeline?
We have a number of commercial as well as residential and offices and hospitality. We have maybe over 25 projects running in parallel at the same time, and it's a mix of different things.
Can you elaborate a little bit about a few projects of those, or is it confidential?
No, it's one of them is a sales center for a developer. Another are mock-ups. Another is a mall for design and product design. There are villas in the Mediterranean coast, and there are others in the Red Sea, in Cairo. So it's a mix.
That's nice. That's nice. Alhamdulillah, best of luck. My last question will be, what design advice would you give homeowners today?
The advice I give to homeowners
Yeah.
to be sensible in the size of the units they are buying, to work with interior designers, there are many, but work on a nice full package with details, because this will make them achieve what they want with the least possible costs and damage and time. So the designer is like the doctor. He or she is going to help you achieve what you want without a lot of injuries, as they say. So I advocate it is a profession that has become, they work hand in hand with the clients. They represent you. So this is the way how this is the relationship should be, because this will benefit you in your home at the end.
Thank you so much for your time, and we're very sorry على كل بقى التكنيكاليتيز اللي حصلت.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Bye.